At it again, and there was a doorbell situation that recently went down that's gone kind of viral a little bit. So yeah, let's discuss that, and I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it here in a second. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Make sure you're following me on social media too. All of those links are down below in the description box. And with that being said, let's dive in.
Let's do something a little bit less serious here. It's a controversy with slightly smaller stakes. So this video has gone viral. It's a video of a Karen, and that's how it's labeled anyway. That's what, and this is one of the most popular genres of videos on social media are the supposed, quote unquote Karen videos, and it's a.
Would you guys be interested in checking out some more Karen videos? Those types of videos. I don't think I've ever really gotten into the Karen video. I've checked them out in the past. But yeah, let me know.
A video of a Karen, a white woman, being put in her place, allegedly.
Karens can be black, too. They can be black. They could be any color.
In her comeuppance. And for those not watching the video podcast, what the video shows, it shows this woman, this alleged Karen, in a confrontation with a neighbor in her apartment complex and this confrontation is happening through the Ring doorbell camera. He never comes to the door to actually talk to her. But he confronts her because she apparently was messing with his welcome mat. He had a welcome mat outside of his door, but it had a profanity on it. Apparently had the F word. From what I read, it was like it said F off, I think, in big block letters. And she didn't like that, so she flipped the mat over so that the words weren't seen. He was very upset about that, and it led to this exchange, which we'll watch a quick piece of that.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you pick my rug back? Can you pick my rug back up? Because I saw that you flipped it over earlier. It was not bothering you or anyone.
Sir.
The pregnant pause because she was in such shock, like, oh, he actually saw me. Oh crap, had that kind of moment. Let's jump back in.
Not bothering you or anyone.
Process.
Sir, I don't think it's appropriate.
It does not matter.
I live here.
It does not matter what you deem appropriate. Nobody else has said anything about it. That does not give you the right to touch anything on my damn porch. You can go up there and tell your goddamn husband to come see me when I come home. I'll be home at 5:30. Make sure you out. Make sure you're there, ma'am, so you come down and talk. Take your shake ass upstairs.
Sir, do you want to talk to me again?
How can I help you?
Look, I'm not trying to be ugly, and I'm not trying to cause any scene with you whatsoever. We live in a family environment here. I have children here, too. To me, having the F word on your doormat is not respectful of anyone that lives here.
And it's not respectful of you to touch my property. It's not bothering anybody. I have my neighbors across the hall.
I'll pay you for your mat. I will pay you for your mat, but get that out of here. I don't know what made you change it to something so ugly as that, but I'm not gonna. No,
that's okay. Okay, that's good. That's fine. And then he starts insulting her all the rest of it. First of all, this woman has not done or said anything that deserves to be labeled Karen, and that's why I hate that term because Karen is it is simply a racist smear against white women. That is what it is. And so if you're one of these people...
I disagree. I heavily disagree with that because Karens could be any color. When you say Karen or when I see the word Karen, I don't automatically think, oh, white woman. No, I think, lady who is, bothering someone in an unnecessary manner, being annoying. That could be a black person. Black women can be annoying. That could be an Asian person. Asian women, I'm sure, can be annoying. That could be a Mexican person. Mexican women, I'm assuming, can be annoying. Any woman could be annoying. Anybody could be annoying. So it doesn't just necessarily mean a white woman. It's just a term. Now, I get where he's coming from, because I think the origins of it, it started out, oh yeah, white women, we're just gonna record, these white ladies, doing blah 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 blah. But as it's going on, I've personally, I want to say, I've checked it out right here on the channel. Other people being called Karens that aren't white, so I don't see it as just a white thing, but that's just my humble opinion. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section how you feel about it.
That goes around using the term, just stop using it. Like that is the etymology of this slur. It's where it comes from. It's originally a slur by black people on social media to smear and make fun of white women. That's where it comes from.
Correct,
That's what it is.
correct,
It is a
correct.
racial slur. And now it's at a point where it's just like, if you're
But once again, like I said, I think it's grown from there to include other races other than just white. I've heard black women being called Karens. Okay, so I disagree with it just being a white woman thing at this point in time. On the origins, he's correct. But as far as now, I don't see it as just a white woman thing. Me personally, I really don't. But like I said, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section.
white woman between the ages of 40 and 80, then you automatically fall into that category. And anything you do, if you, God forbid, get upset about something, you're automatically a Karen. And it's, I don't, my mom is in that category of being a woman between those ages, a white woman. And so I'm actually not okay with hating an entire demographic of people like this. And I don't quite understand why people just accept that. And because we all know that if we started referring to black women with a stereotypical name, okay, if I saw a video of an angry black woman and said like, oh, this Shaniqua over there, if I said that, it would be judged horrifically racist.
I would laugh personally.
This is okay. And I'm just...
I would be over here rolling personally. But yes, I get where he's coming from on that, for sure. I understand.
Done with that. We got to be done with that. This double standard that we allowed to exist. And you got a bunch of henpecked, cowardly white people who go along with it. It's, oh, it's not the same thing at all. Yes, it is. It's a slur against you. Have some damn self-respect. Now, second,
yeah, any
reasonable person knows that you are wrong if you go out of your way to put a sign with huge profanities on it right where kids are walking around. That there's no good reason to do that. There's no justification for it. But some people are saying, well, she should have handled it differently. She should have gone to the property manager or whatever. Fine, but I wouldn't have. If that was me, I would have picked the mat up, and I would have thrown it away. Is what I would have done, even if it's not my property. You can say that's not your property. I don't care that it's not my property.
It's a dangerous move.
Because you know why? I'm fine with people taking matters into their own hands like this, because people are sick of this. They're just sick of it. This is a good warning.
I'm gonna let him finish, but I'm gonna give my thoughts and my opinions as to why I'm saying no here in a minute. Okay, so just stick around, because just wait a minute.
For all of anyone out there who thinks it's fun to be just an obnoxious jerk with no class and no dignity and no decorum and no sense of basic responsibility, for the fact that you're an adult in society and there are kids around. Everything is vulgar now, right? Everything's vulgar and ugly, and our kids are exposed to it. That's right. And it's everywhere. And I can see where this woman's coming from. It's just, you see this stuff everywhere, and now this freaking guy has decided to put it on his welcome mat. Why? Can we get a break from it? Like, can I walk down the hallway in the apartment complex without seeing this stuff? People are tired of it. They're sick of it. And they should be. Okay? And they're not going to go through the proper channels. You go through the proper channels and nothing happens. That the guy there in the apartment, clearly it's a black guy, Go to she's a white woman, so it's automatically there's the racial dynamic, and she goes to the property manager, and then who knows? The next thing they're gonna tell, it's like, well, your concerns don't matter because now there's the competition of identity demographics here, and so people don't want to go through the proper channels anymore, taking matters into their own hands. I saw a video. It's not a recent video. I think it was from a few months ago of a guy on a plane with a big with a sweater that said F Biden on it, but it actually said the word, the F word in big block letters. And they were in the video. They're trying to throw him off the plane because they've got policy against having. It's not about defending Biden. I'm not going to do that. But it's the vulgarity, it's the profanity, and they've got a policy. This is their private property. You can't walk in here with huge profanities on your clothing. But even that, there's people on the internet are defending it. It's free speech rights. Oh, shut up. How about just a basic level of decency is all is being asked for. And I'm telling you, people are sick of it.
Okay. And my rebuttal to that is this. He was saying that he would take matters into his own hands. Now, I don't know if you guys, and this is just one situation off the top of my head, but there was a situation where, some neighbors had taken matters into their own hands against their other neighbor who, there was some snow being thrown back and forth. It was the winter time and some neighbors were, one neighbor was mad because, the other neighbor was kind of throwing snow into, onto their property, I guess the snowblower or something. Well, they took matters into their own hands and confronted the guy. Well, the guy ended up, it happened to be that day. And long story short, they effed around and found out. He went in the house, grabbed one of them things. You know what I mean? The great equalizer. And he came out and he handled business. I'm being a little vague here. Okay? Want to keep this a little somewhat PG. But he handled business. Some people got put in some boxes. Okay? Rest in peace to those folks. But, that's where I don't want to see things escalate to. And by handling things on your own, things can get really, really big. Because you don't know who's teetering on the edge. And who, even something as small as that, taking their doormat and throwing it away because it is vulgar, even something as small as that may flip that switch. And once your lights are turned off, they aren't coming back on. The lights on your life are turned off. They're not coming back on. So I caution people on doing that. I've seen that happen. And I'm sure some of you guys saw the video that I'm speaking about and being a little vague about. If you haven't, I'm sure you can still easily find it on the internet. I don't agree with taking matters into your own hands. I've seen that go left one too many times. And when it goes left, it goes way left. And I don't mean politically. I mean, people are gone forever. Okay. On top of that, do I agree with him, Matt? No. Yeah, like he said, it's about common decency, a little bit of respect. I agree with him on that. Okay? I agree. But at the same time, it's not your property. You can go through proper channels. I understand what he was saying, the white versus the black, especially in the times that we're living in. Well, you look at the policy. Whatever the policy says is what you go by. Okay? I don't care if you're white, black, blue, purple, tall, short, fat, skinny. And hey, if you don't like it, there's other apartment complexes. I'm just saying. I don't agree with the Matt, but it is the guy's property at the same time. If that makes any type of sense. There are proper channels. I know Matt doesn't agree with going through the proper channels, and I understand his reasoning. I get it. I'm not saying that I'm not listening to him and I'm completely ignoring what he was saying. That's not it. I felt like I completely understood where he was coming from. I get it. But there are ways to get around that as well. You go through the proper channels, they say no, you still don't like it. All right, well, I'm making a few phone calls. Let me see. Do you have any openings at your apartment complex? Are there any open units? You know what I mean? So in through that, you may even find something that's cheaper than what you're paying for in a better area, possibly. You never know. Could be a blessing in disguise. So, you know, there are other ways to get around without potentially escalating things. I don't agree with, I listen, like I said, and maybe it's just me because I've seen it way too many times. Okay. Where people have escalated things and it's just ended horribly. Like I said, people gone and never returning. I've watched videos of it. I've talked to people who have been through it. No personal stories of it. You know, so maybe it's just me because I've seen it too many times, but I don't like escalating things unnecessarily. If we could keep things, you know, calm down, that's the route I'm taking. Call it what you want, but, you know, hey, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Do you agree with me? Or do you agree with Matt? It's totally fine if I'm wrong. That's all right. Tell me why and where you think I'm wrong at. Okay? I'm out.